to the Robocall Alliance, fighting back against robocalls. So, for anyone who's in Florida, um, some really important concepts here with the new TCPA, the Florida Mini TCPA. There's a lot of changes, and each one of these can be stacked on as an additional $1,500. Um, Making it so that an existing ban on used or spoofed numbers by telemarketers may now incur criminal penalties of second-degree misdemeanor, um, reducing the allowed call times from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. If they call within at 9, another $1,500. Adding a restriction on calling the same person about the same subject matter more than 3 times in 24 hours, $1,500. Prohibitions against contacting phone numbers on the state's do not call list, $1,500. Licensing requirements for telephone solicitors who do business within the state. Now, I'm not sure. This is the first time I'm reading about this. So this means like anybody who calls you telemarketer, they have to have a license in order to do telemarketing in Florida. If not, $1,500 fine. A requirement that callers identify themselves to the consumer within the first 30 seconds of the phone call. If they don't do that, stack another charge. Keeping business records for at least 2 years, including the names and phone numbers of every person contacted. Well, how the hell are we going to know if they do that? The law has broadened definitions with regards to who constitutes a Florida resident. What's anybody with the Florida area code? If they're on their cell phone and they have a Florida area code, they're presumed to be in Florida. Get a third-party compliance provider. Compliance with state-level telemarketing regulations is more important than ever. However, each state law has its own complexities and nuisances. So don't call known litigators and serial plaintiffs. The easiest way to avoid a lawsuit is to not contact the people who are most likely to sue. Florida has long been a hotbed of TCPA litigators. I'm considered a TCPA litigator because I've sued a lot. So I'm on a special list. Some of those same notorious litigators have already made use of the new Florida law. The best defense is to remove these predatory individuals from all calling lists before reaching out. Maintain rigorous consent standards. Under the new law, it is absolutely imperative that all marketing calls and texts in Florida be made to consumers who have given prior express written consent. Make sure that you have procedures in place for obtaining and tracking consent before placing calls. Register as a telemarketer. Acquire the do not call list. If you call residents of Florida, you must register as a telemarketer and obtain the state's do not call list. I'm on the state's do not call list. I'm also on the national do not call registry. The list is updated and issued on a quarterly basis. Suppress numbers against the do not call list. Responsibility for ensuring that you don't call the individuals on the list lies with you. In addition to acquiring the list, make sure, now this is advice for people who do telemarketing. So there's no such thing as just a $500 fine because they all have willful knowledge. The reason why they have willful knowledge is mostly because you're on 2 do not call lists. They have to monthly scrub that list. So if they're calling you, then that means they willfully knew that you're on that list, or they're not going and checking the list, scrubbing the list like they're supposed to change another $1,500. So they're stacking charges like crazy in Florida. Usually it happens against car warranty companies, not, I've got a list of people on here. One's a business to business call. They're a bunch of assholes. They're giving me shit saying that I have a business. I have a website. Um, I live in my home. I work from my home. My cell phone was listed on there. I don't have an LLC, don't have a corporation. Um, I don't have an EIN number because I do that little amount of business. I don't make over $6,000 a year doing internet marketing. So the government doesn't consider me having a business. The state doesn't consider me having a business. So the business to business flies out the window when they try to pull that. There's, like I said, I'm going to put a rebuttal kit on here because it's helpful. Once I got that rebuttal kit, I um, never had any problem collecting. I was collecting like crazy because they'd send me the email with the excuse, the law, and why they didn't have to pay me. Well, now I just look up whatever excuse it is and immediately um, reply to the email. I copy and paste the rebuttal, hit send. I get a phone call back in a few minutes, and it's within 24 hours, and they usually want to settle. Um, I've got an arcade on here, which is a gambling slot machine place that we have in town. I have 2 solar panel companies, another car warranty company. Um, I suggest that, um, I mean, like we said, these I get so many robocalls, but they hang up before I can even get to them. There's no way to really track them except to go to lawhq.com and get the app. Um, the thing that I the thing that I like, they're taking care of a big case for me. Um, they will anything that you mark as spam, they will investigate. They will send letters on your behalf to mail you back 50% of the money, which is cool. I haven't got a check back from them yet, but I just started working with them. Um, I know for my case, they said about 3 months. I should probably see between $30,000 to $40,000. It's a smaller warranty case. So, guys, there's so much money to be made here. Car warranties, gold mine, cha-ching, cha-ching. This is what you're going to do with car warranties. Car warranties, they're going to call. We have all had them. You know how it works. It says, hi, this is Joshua calling, or this is Amber calling from Vehicle Warranty Services. Your warranty is about to expire on your vehicle. Would you like to hear more information? You say yes. So you get to on the second person on the phone. The second person will tell you all about the warranty. You still don't ask the business name yet. You wait until he's completely done telling you all about the pricing plans and what they have, and you say, okay, that's good, I'm interested. Let me ask you a question. Who's your provider? Your warranty provider. Um, so it might be a different warranty company that does the sales, but they might say, I'm going to make up a company, Apex Warranty, because I don't think that exists, and I don't want to get in trouble for any settlements that I've done. So they'll say Apex Warranty. So you jot that down, you save it as your contact, Apex Warranty 1. If you spoke to Josh, you put Josh in there. They'll call you back several more times. Then when they get ready to really pressure you to buy the product, you go ahead and you buy the product for about $100 to pay the down payment on the warranty. All right, so why is this so important? Okay, this is extremely important because this is the nail in the coffin. This is where the big bucks comes in. So they'll send you the book for the warranty. It's going to show you 3 things. It's going to show you the lead company who sold you the policy. It's going to show you Apex Warranty, the warranty provider. It's going to show you the merchant who processed your credit card. Those three parties you're going to sue. So per call, you're going to get $4,500 per call. So as soon as you get your booklet in, you call them, you cancel your policy, you want your money back because you have a month before the policy kicks in anyways. You have that book. That book is your best evidence that you have. That's when the attorneys can attack them. So you want that book. If you don't have that book, you just can't get much money. Once you get that book, then you can get over 20 grand. And most of them, if you do it right, you don't have to answer the phone if they call and you're at work. And you see on caller ID, send it to voicemail. You still get paid if you send it to voicemail. Don't answer it. Answer the phone and say, listen, I'm at work, call me later. Whatever you have to say. But you usually try to stall them for a few calls before you buy the warranty. It's more money. But this is all about shutting down the warranty or the robocalls. I'm going to post a link to me on News Channel 5, WPTV, fighting back against robocalls. Now, I hope all of you will fight with me. If we fight as hard as we can, not only will we make a lot of money doing this, we'll put them all out of business. Something's got to give. And hey, you know what? I do internet marketing for a living, so I sit at home with my headset on. I just take the calls from home. If you're busy working like crazy, you can put an app on your Android called Callyzer, Callyzer, and it will go back from the beginning of the time you owned the phone and bring up every call log, every received call, every missed call, every connected call, the time, how long you were on the call. And since you're saving each robocall as the business name, like for example, Frank's Fried Chicken, that's just bullshit. I mean, why is a fried chicken company going to call you? But it's an example. I've got a bunch of calls for this grout company that does your grout cleaning and tile sealing. I've had about 6 calls from them. So I'm not going to say the name. I'm just going to say asshole 1 in contacts, asshole 2, asshole 3, asshole 4, up to 6 as you get it, how it goes. So then you have the proof, you know the time and dates, and then when you print the report, you the Excel document, a whole spreadsheet of all your calls. You've got that hard evidence, and you can take screenshots and include those also. That's indisputable truth. This is very, very easy. All you have to do is remember, somebody is going to make money. Somebody is going to close on that phone call. Is it going to be you or is it going to be them? All you have to do is keep one of these sheets, like with rebuttals, in front of you when you answer the phone. No matter what they say, you have rebuttals that you can use. They'll say, God, this is a hell of a litigator we're talking to. They'll give in. All right, so you're either going to hang up and get nothing, or you're going to be the boss and you're going to run shit and you're going to tell them what's going to happen. You're going to say, hey, you don't want to settle? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to bring it to court. 2 months later or 2 weeks later, you're going to call me and want to settle. I'm not going to settle. I'm going to get you for as much money as possible. And there's also fines from the FCC and like up to $10,000 a call. So they want to avoid those. There's one more point that I wanted to touch on. And I might have to do it next time because I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what it was. So what they have is they have a professional TCPA litigator list. What is that? I'm a professional litigator. Anybody who sues robocallers a lot gets their name put on there. It's like a blacklist kind of. So they scrub that list of professional litigators, but they don't scrub the do not call list. You see what I'm saying? So it's like really, really strange. And so, but you know, I like being on the list because it shows them I mean business and I'm fucking around. And I don't take no for an answer. I tell them I have never not claimed my money. It might have been a year later, but I will always go back to the case that I never was able to get a check from, and I will always close. Remember that. Always close on it. Let them know you're the boss. All right, guys. Until the next video.